Rhodes Media.
It's time! It's time to have CBP rocking again! Can you believe it? We're about to experience another magical run. Here's Hoffman on the mound in the 10th, screaming at the top of his lungs. Here's Rojas in the 10th, screaming at the top of his lungs. Here's Kristen Pache sliding into home plate, screaming at the top of his lungs. Holy hell! Holy hell! Unbelievable. Now, look, Craig Kimbrell gives up the home run. Now it's 2-2. You can't do a light show for the 8th inning. I'm sorry. There's nothing cool about being the 8th inning man. When you're the stud with the stones, you pops out in the 9th to shut it down. By all means, you can have that energy, but I think it looks foolish if it's a different circumstance. All right, we might have a Craig Kimbrell problem right now. Jose Alvarado, though, is ridiculous, and here's some crazy, crazy numbers for you. He's now at 25 strikeouts in his last 15 and a third innings, which is almost 15 Ks per 9. He's got multiple strikeouts in 10 of his last 15 of full inning appearances. Maybe Jose does get the nod. Maybe Jose does get the call. It'll be all matchup based. I don't think Rob's changing any tendencies from what we saw last year, plugging away at a Jose Alvarado, Yordan Alvarez matchup, whatever team they see. But holy hell, holy hell. What a finish in Atlanta. The Cubs blow it big time. Suzuki out in right field. Not everybody can field the position as beautifully as one Nick Castellanos, okay? But man, they just drop an easy fly ball. Then he gets a chance, Suzuki, that is in the 9th inning, and he strikes out on a slider that's 8 feet off the plate on the outside part. And this team, I set them out to do something. If the Braves are going to annihilate the rest of the NL East, I demand you to at least be the number one wild card team, and they didn't do it with one game to go. It didn't take 17 other situations to play out, and you need this team to lose this series and that team to lose that series, and you have to beat the Pirates or you have to beat the Mets in the final 3 games. No, 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 no. They handled business where now Garrett Stubbs is getting extremely banged up in the locker room, as he should, and he's going to have a lot of baseball to play because let's give JT Realmuto some innings off so he can fully recharge and then go fully at it when we see a game at Citizens Bank Park. Just watching the fans react to the team taking the picture, and I'm not the biggest fan in the world, you all know that, of Dancing on My Own, but hearing it again, I'm going, all right, those memories are starting to replay, and the fact that we're going to get that again, and this fan base is ready to rock for the Red October. I'm like, all right, baby, this is unbelievable. I'm ready for the ride. I'm ready to strap in. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! First wild card team, and now you have to face us in our own ballpark. Aaron Nola pitched extremely well. I thought he was awesome. It does suck when you finally show some offense and you take a 2-0 lead. It's been ugly for strikeouts with Brandon Marsh in the month of September, to the point where you could actually say, I'm nervous. It fell that quickly for him. So for Marsh to be the one to give you a solo shot in the 1-0 lead, I loved it, and it was desperately needed. Knock all that off, all right? Whatever the nastiness is and that stank of the regular season at the end, all right, let's get a chance to swipe it clean. And I think Brandon Marsh desperately needed it. Now, it does suck that Aaron Nola's flaw today happened to be a home run when you finally put some runs on the board. But all around, you get his stat line, 200 strikeouts again this season, but you get his stat line in today's outing, and you are in a fantastic position to win the game. I thought Aaron Nola was huge. I pray to the baseball gods that we get a gnarly version of Aaron Nola in the playoffs. And maybe he can change that switch. And it's okay. I'm in playoff mode, and I'm going 8. I'm going 7. I'm in my bag. My curveball is on another planet. When he gets that dip, there's movement on his fastball. And it cuts back in and catches the inside part of the plate on a left-handed batter. Woo! I love when Aaron Nola's doing that type of stuff. Well, what if? What if? Best case scenario is we saw it the last time he grabbed the ball. That's right. The last time in the regular season he grabs the ball, it was great. What else can you ask for when the circumstances were what they were? That's what we needed. That's what we got. All right. Now put on your big boy pants there, Aaron. I don't know what you want to do with Craig Kimbrell at this point. I know that Rob Thompson's not giving up on anybody. It's the first thing he stated when Tom McCarthy interviewed him in the clubhouse, speaking about his guys and how much faith and belief he has in all of them. And we're one big, tight family here. And yes, I found a way to actually pop the bottle properly this time around, you know. But hey, JT Real Muto counting down the wins. How many more wins, JT? Right back at it. I don't know how much I love certain things, meaning I'm very in the mindset of when it's a new season, it's a new thing. So if JT counting down the wins was last year's thing, can we get a new thing this year? Dancing on my own was last year's thing. Let's get something fresh for this team. This team has Rojas. This team has Hoffman. This team has different people. It's not last year. It's a new brand. So I don't know. That's just my personal little stupid view on it. I know it doesn't mean that much. If you go dominate on the baseball field, it's irrelevant what you listen to after wins and how you get yourself to visualize winning a championship. If it's counting down win totals, then so be it. Go execute. Go hit a nasty 2-2 pitch that is a difficult one, but you put it the other way, you poke it into right field, now you get a double and you knock in a run. Make that happen. That's really the important stuff. But just from there's a word that I'm looking for. When someone asks you, are you superstitious? Superstitious. Maybe it's a superstitious thing. I don't know. I normally don't trend of being a superstitious guy, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay, so 7 times now in the last 16 games, the Phillies have allowed a game-tying or go-ahead home run in the 8th inning or later. Not something that's good. No. It evens out, or this will continue to show up. I'm under the impression, and I've been on this for a while now, that Craig is so savvy, and he has a ton of saves for a reason. He knows how. When times get tough, he digs deep. He'll work himself out of it. You don't last as long as Craig Kimbrell has lasted without having that. Well, he's got it. His approach is unreal. So, eventually, he'll do it. Maybe it's game 2. Game 1, you kick ass. You don't even need a closer. You're up 8-1. Hey, let's throw in Covey. Oh! But let's just say that happens. And now it's the 9th inning, game 2. Let's not even dare flirt around with the game 3. And he shuts the door in a 6-5 game, 9th inning, 1-2-3. And it's all over in 10 pitches. Little nice, easy wash of the hands. Where's the dial soap? Let me just hit the top a couple times. Bing, bang, boom. All right, I'm clean. Now, he uses that to his advantage and does it again in the next series. Game 1. So now you're trying to start off hot. Start off with the kick to the jugular. You're up 1-0. It's the 9th inning. It's 2-1. Greasy game. Hard to get runs. They are very difficult to come by. 13 pitch AB for the first at-bat. Lot of foul balls. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. You can't even think about anything else in your life in that particular moment. 1-0 count. Oh, no. Now he's falling behind. 1-1. 2-1. 2-2, 3-2. It's a full count with 1 out, and oh my God, it's at the corner of the plate. Hey! Hey! Strike 3. Oh man, can you tell? Can you tell that I'm finally ready for it? I'm also finally ready for my opportunity to tell you about MyBookie. That's right, MyBookie is the presenting sponsor here of Sports Talk with Broads. And as a bettor, you demand perfection, and MyBookie delivers. All right, there's NFL slate coming up that you don't want to miss out on. And in my honest opinion, my favorite time of the year to throw around money is baseball playoffs. Every pitch matters. Think about what I was just laying out, all right? And you get a chance to have a couple of dollars on the game. I think it's tremendous. So make sure you go to MyBookie and use promo code BROADS, and let's start diving into the MLB playoff action. You will not be mad at yourself for doing it. Join the MyBookie family for an entire season filled with fantastic daily odds boosts, same-game parlays, and super contests. This season, MyBookie has a no-strings-attached cash bonus that lets you deposit and withdraw quickly. So if you use promo code BROADS on a deposit of $50 or more, you receive up to $200 in cash instantly to your MyBookie account. So you can bet your deposit amount once, and then you're ready to withdraw at any time. Again, that's promo code BROADS to claim your cash deposit bonus. Check out the information down below in the description. There's a link that will take you right there. You do not want to miss out on this. It is a ton of fun. It's electric, and so is the Anytime Hotline. That's why we're going to run your phone calls because, well, the Philadelphia Phillies, I'm not sure if you are aware of this or not. I'm not sure if you're educated on how this all played out, but your Philadelphia Phillies locked in the number 1 wild card spot, and teams are afraid of you. Arguably the best team in Major League Baseball, their manager has openly said this publicly with the mic in front of his face. I don't know if it's trying to get his team to view that matchup if they ever see each other down the road differently than what happened last year. I don't know. Or because their buttholes are tight, knowing the Phillies are a super tough out. The best team in baseball have already told the baseball world you don't want to see them. Teams are afraid because they know how crazy it is to play on the road against them. It's the best! It is the best! It is so fucking good, man. It's so electric. You get the rally downs going. Hey! Hey! Bryce Harper hits a triple in the gap. It clears the bases. Oh! Did I play a call yet? I don't remember. Let's do it.
Bros, we're going back to the postseason. Let's go. Let's go. Red October is back. Let's go, Phils. I don't know what this team is going to give us the rest of the way, but this team had to face a lot of adversity during the regular season. And the fact that they got here easily and didn't have to squeak by just to get in really is really cool. I'm so proud of this team, and I think we have something special for a long, long time.
There's a lot of variables on how they got here, and we can start off with the fact that Bryce Harper has Tommy John surgery, waited a bit of time to even get it. I was nervous about that because I want Bryce as soon as humanly possible, and it didn't happen as quickly as I would like, and then he returns from record time. So I'm a dope, I'm a douche, I apologize, it's fine, we move on. So now Bryce Harper is back, and all right, where's the power? I'll show you where the power number is 20 bombs later. Okay, I think he's just fine. Remember, Kyle Schwarber. Oh, he sucks. He's one of the worst hitters. He hits 170. Who cares about his home run? Then he finishes with all the runs batted in, all the runs scored, all the walks, and all the home runs to shut everybody up. So you're the douche for hating him on that one. Now we're even 1-1. It doesn't matter. It's not really keeping score, although I absolutely am keeping score. So there's that. All right, and then you have, what else happened? Trey Turner, he was a disaster. Arguably looked like one of the worst part of the yips we've seen in baseball. There's a few that come to mind as the biggest yips ever, and he was for sure up there. After that contract, you get a standing ovation, thinking of the Phillies yearbook at the end of the season, when, of course, they have the commissioner's trophy in their hands, too, and we replay it all. Hey, you Philadelphia Phillies are your World Series champions. Get your DVD now for $19.99. And if you call this second, you will get a Philadelphia Phillies t-shirt. That's right, a World Series 2023 Philadelphia Phillies t-shirt. And we'll throw in 2 magnets. I'm doing the infomercial right now. When we replay that, there's Trey Turner and the standing ovation and the home run from him. They brought this up during the game today. What was it? Weston Wilson? Remember his bomb? Why does that matter right now? I don't know. It's not the same as what other people were doing. But Rojas, I just remember it being a pretty cool moment. You get that. Oh, we're going to see our guy Kirker in sometime soon. So that'll be a part of it. All this stuff is crazy to digest, to answer your not question at all, actually. You didn't ask a question. But to point out the adversity of what they've been through, JT struggles. And then, all right, what's this team doing with JT? There's probably one that I'm missing out on that I'm just missing out on. Maybe not. Maybe there is. Maybe I hit them. Bryce Harper plays first base. Like, this guy doesn't play first base. Here's Major League Baseball. Go play first base. And then the first game, he has that crazy catch in foul territory. He falls through the fence. He falls over, maybe it was a camera spot or a dugout, wherever it was, over by the first base side. All right, I guess that's it. But then there's also some other stuff that happens that isn't so good when he plays first. He's going over to the second base. Now nobody's covering first. He should have let Stock got the ball, and then he should have went over to first to put his foot on the bag. There's that too. Rhys Hoskins, before the season even begins, we're projecting him to be slotted in your cleanup spot as a right-handed power bat that gives you 30 home runs a year. Think about how much more they would have been able to score. Well, there's all these runners in scoring position problems. Not really. Not if Rhys is back. Not if Rhys is active. And I don't know what to think about a return for him. That's way above my pay grade here, and I'm not even thinking about it. It's probably more far-fetched than anything else in the world. At that point, are you really going to mess with someone? Have someone who didn't play all year long? Haven't seen live pitching like this all year long after 160-plus regular season games. And then you're obviously doing well enough without him to get by the wild card round in the NLDS and the NLCS. Just seems like you're playing with fire there. We'll see. That's a conversation for a totally other day. This team, runners in scoring position, Rhys, maybe it looks different. Maybe we don't hate them as much when they load the bases because now Rhys is up and he's going to square it up. If it's a hot run, his highs are probably one of the most dynamic highs in the world when he's on a 2-week run. Could you imagine? Especially if Nick pops a number 2 home runs in a game. So it's 2 for Nick, 1 for Rhys, 7 RBI between the both of them. That happened in spring training on a non-contact injury with the ball right behind the infield there as he was running back towards it. They faced a lot. They faced a ton. And here we are. I love it!
Hey, bros. First time caller here from Indiana. Just wanted to say, I don't know who can beat us this October. Nola's back. Rojas is the fucking man. Wheeler's dealing. Marsh is hitting home runs. Bohm's only 1 away from 20. I don't know who can beat us this year. Go Phils. Bye.
I love the optimism. I do have some concerns on the pitching in totality. That's a time for another day, though. I'm with you. Right now it's a day of emotion. Right now it's a day of fun. It's a day of joy. You're right. I don't know who can beat this team either. I think this team, when they're playing their best ball, obviously can rake with the best of them. And then depending who's on the mound, if it's Zach Wheeler dialed in 7 1/3 at 92 pitches and, maybe he drops in the off speed, or he's throwing the gun, it's 97. I don't know why, by the way, going back to this game, that's right, there was a baseball game that happened. How about when Keller was on the mound and something was off? This was right before Brandon Marsh hit his home run. I was stunned they kept him in the game. What's the purpose at this rate? What is the benefits? What are the positives? The season's basically over. You're a nobody team, and his arm wasn't feeling right. I think it's pretty obvious. Even if it is nothing, you play the safe route, and instantly Brandon Marsh, who has struck out at an elite clip lately, goes yard. There's got to be a correlation here, dude. Maybe take a peek at the velocity. I don't know, but there's got to be a big-time regret in that decision because, well, what are we doing? I think it's pretty obvious that that's all right. We're going to somebody else move. And Brandon Marsh delivers. His speed. I can't wait to watch this team run around the bases and probably expand what they should get. Instead of a 2-run double, you can get a 3-run double and clear the entire bases because you can go from first to home. This team has the wheels. Stealing bases, Bryson Stott gets on first, earns a walk. Why wouldn't he? Or, hey, he goes the other way for a single. I like that more. And then, bang, he takes off pitch 1. Now you got a runner in scoring position. Now he's on third. Steals both bags. He stole both bags in my mind. Don't give me no stupid sack fly or anything like that. All right, not even a stupid another single. Nope, I'm not even taking it. I'm going full head down. I have the sliding middle of my hand. I got the flow underneath the bucket. I slide head first. They try and make a tag. My helmet flies off. I look at the pitch. I do the big balls. I don't know. Do they do the big balls on the steal? I don't pay attention to that crap as much as other people do. I just laugh once in a blue moon. Anyway, back to the phones.
Love to win, but bunt them over. Bunt them over. Bunt him over. Bunt him over.
I would never give up and out in my life. Hey, Rojas. Way to produce, baby. Don't give up outs. I don't care about what happened before. Well, you could have done this. Get somebody over. You don't have to. Rojas puts it up the middle, gets a hit, and walks it off. Punt him over. Oh, could you imagine having that take after this game? Could you imagine watching this team not be bunters because nobody bunts? That stupid bunting's dumb. And then watch them be in the number one wild card team and watch them be one of the greatest teams to hit home runs ever in my eyeballs. And then you're going to sit here and actually say the words bunt him over. Like, I love the fact that you called the show, but the fact that your thought after the game was, I got to call the show because I'm aggravated that they didn't bunt him over. I need to know more. I need to know more about you. I need to dive deep into the algorithm of your brain so I can get some. That noggin, I need to know how it works because it doesn't work anything like mine. And that's okay. I don't want anybody else to live with a mind that works like this because it's not easy, okay? And it's very all over the place. And you have to bring it together here and then make words happen. It's hard. It's difficult. But I'm intrigued by other people's brains, and I need to know why. Why? Why was that your thought? How? How in the world is that your thought? Back to the phones. Zach, what's up?
Red October, baby. Let's go. Johan Rojas, this kid's a stud. He needs to play every game in the postseason. Shout out to Aaron Nola, pitching in the clincher again, pitching another gem back-to-back years. Hoffman's got balls out of the bullpen, man, getting out of that jam. When I look at this crowd, man, I'm getting just chills thinking about what things are going to look like at the CBP in October when the Phillies are kicking ass and going to the damn World Series. Because we're going back, and we're going to win it, baby. Go Phils!
You're absolutely right, Zach. You're absolutely right. I was thinking the same exact thing when they were panning around the stands and showing a bunch of people giving this team a standing ovation, cheering at the top of their lungs, clapping as loud as humanly possible. There were chills running through my spine, and I truly did get hit with the goosebumps thinking about how awesome and fun some of those post-game shows were. I'll admit, selfishly, thinking about my job, even though I shouldn't. I should just enjoy it as a fan, and then this comes second. But there's a part of me that remembers how fun it was to sit here and talk about that. I haven't been able to do that. Broads Media was made 5 years ago or so, just off the top of my head. That was the first time. Oh my God. I need it again. I truly enjoy speaking about it with you all. I love it to death. It is part of my fandom too. So there is some that combine here with a Venn diagram of the work and the fan. It comes together a little bit, more than a little bit. But I'm ready for that October again. Late nights, 8 o'clock starts, Fox broadcast, nationally televised. Oh, and then our fan base getting the love for how incredible the support is for this team. And then hearing them talk about how difficult it must be to be an away team. Let's go down to the manager with Ken Rosenthal. Yeah, we're here with Brian Snitker. The Braves are down 3-0 in the series, or maybe, I don't know how everything's shaping up with who you'd see when and all. I told you, I was focused on the Phillies. I don't care about, well, this team's losing and that team's winning, and I did tonight. Tonight was the only night I did that, was the Cubs and the Braves and checking the score. I don't care. I don't care. Give me any fucking team. I don't give a shit what team it is. Give me whoever. That's my motto. I'm focused on the Phillies because I know if the Phillies play their game, they have a real crack at this. If they don't play their best game, it doesn't matter who they see. They will fail. If their struggles of starting pitching and blowing, they will lose. Okay, that's just what it is. And I'm talking more outside of the wild card round once you get more to an Atlanta Braves type team. But regardless, hey, Ken Rosenthal, you're down with Brian Snitker. What's he have to say as they're down 3-0 in the NLCS? Brian, how do you feel about that? Well, I'm afraid of everybody here. I'm afraid of this team. You know what they do all the time? I'll tell you what they do all the time. Bend them over! That's what they do. They bend them over! Bend them over! That makes no sense. Why would Brian Snitker say bend them over? I don't know. We really failed to bend them over! Thanks, Ken. I don't know. Got to stop trying to make jokes. All right, everybody, I love you to death. Go Phils, Red October. Red October, you know what they say about Red October? They say, bend them over. Red October, bend them over. Red October, bend them over. That's right. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. We'll be talking soon, I guarantee it.